So here we are again. I got a few horses out at the moment. You guys might find this a little bit interesting in relation to last video with Lena and Duke. And we have one more horsey in here. And that's a new horse. She's sort of exploring and looking around and wants to be part of the herd. Just trying to get that figured out a little bit. And of course Luke is a level 7 horse groomer and massager, so he's hard at work on Lena. She's sort of one of those high maintenance girls that really enjoys a lot of groomings. Luke's happy to oblige. As he does so, he levels up, makes him happy. So they've been sort of doing that for the last 5 minutes or so. But here she comes. She's thinking she'd like to join in. Oh, Duke's down. He's gone for a roll. Now watching Duke... Oh, she's on her way in. Watching Duke, he's a funny boy because he never lets anybody roll. He kind of comes over and bugs them and sniffs them and nibbles on them or whatever he's doing. These two. So, but nobody ever does the same to him because around here it's sort of rolling time is quiet time. You don't bug another horse while they're rolling. Oh man. So, the interesting thing is there's been a little bit of back and forth, not much, but it kind of looks like this. And you know, the new horse, Kaylee, she's young, but a little older than Duke. She's 6, right? So it makes me wonder if Duke's going to make his way through the obstacle to get there, or if she'll come through. She has gone through on her own. I haven't... Lena says, wrong spot, dummy. Looks like I'm trying. Look. You're the hardest horse to groom around here. Look at you. So, kind of adorable. Okay, he's got his mane all over his face and lots of scratchings. Look, it's not shedding time. I mean, they shed a little bit right now, horses. They're always kind of shedding, but right now you go to scratch them and they are getting off. Look at how close she's getting up towards Duke's butt. See, Duke's kind of a tough guy, so he's attractive to the girls. So despite the fact that he's half the size of both of these girls, they like him quite a bit. So she's making her way up. You can see that subtle communication that kind of happens. And she asks and might work out. Nice to see. Oh, look at that, eh? Oh, geez. Lena says, take off. I'm not sharing Mr. Level 7 horse groomer. And the interesting thing is Luke's not really interested. He's, uh-oh. Gee whiz. See, that to me always sort of signifies that here and there in our relationships with horses is they're going to say something to us. They don't want to do something, or you know, they want us to do something less than we want to do it. So they might think in their mind they could tell us to do something just like that, and Duke just reminds her. He says, no, actually, here's my tiny little butt with my little legs. Prepare to be fly swatted. And she has to kind of comply because he's, oddly enough, a little bit stronger. It's good to see. Anyhow, I don't know how interesting this is really going to be. This is totally, obviously, unscripted. You never know what's going to happen. Duke's eating weeds, thank goodness. Look at this guy. He's gotta kill the weeds along there. I gotta, look at him. How much more can you reach under, pal? You are kind of little. I think only one time, it was quite a while ago, a couple of years ago, I had one of these bigger horses that was here, sort of pushing around on the board, and I don't think the board was on as tight as it, or as strong as it could have been, and it just sort of broke off, and they wandered out onto the grass. But I was there, so I was happy to catch it. But it can happen. I don't know about Duke though. I think he's just chewing on weeds, so it's not going to make a big deal out of it, I don't think. So I'm sitting stationary here. A lot of people said they really enjoyed this viewpoint. Maybe it's less movement. I'm not sort of getting in the middle of the herd. They're doing their own thing. Grooming. Subject that comes up a lot. It's a little bit windy right now. Trees are rustling. Branches might start coming down here and there. Anyhow, grooming has come up a lot in conversation. People ask me, because I talk about it, so what do you think about grooming? Do you think that horses talk to each other? Do you think they, if they do talk to each other, how do they talk to each other? And I think it requires a lot of observation. But I was with, oh, look at Duke. Funny that Luke isn't kind of stepping in and saying, hey man, don't do that to my girl, my current girl. So he had no impact there. Lena's telling him what for. Maybe she'll bite him on the nose. Bite him on the nose! Look at her, she's angry. You think she's telling Luke, kick right now? Anyways, so David was David was here with me, and we were messing around with Lena. And he was scratching. I was holding a brush near her nose. Oh, Lena, if you start tearing that thing up, you're in big trouble. She likes to pick up the tarp while she's standing on it, so it tears. Hard to capture everybody in the shot. It's as far out as I can zoom because I'm just in the seating area under the umbrella. Smoking hot day. Oh, you see, he moves a little, but now I bet he makes her make a move. Maybe. He says, do you want to go over to the bridge? He was standing on the bridge earlier trying to be tall. Back to grooming. Anyhow, so David and I were playing around. I held the brush near her nose, and we were trying to figure out where she likes to be scratched and how hard, based on where she was scratching the brush. And we think we got it kind of accurate. We think we kind of got it figured out a little bit, that when she went to the left side of the brush, or the high side of the brush, or the right side, or the bottom side, if he moved where he was scratching, she would adjust. So it kind of leads to the idea that one of them must be taking the lead on where to scratch, and maybe there's a sign partway through, because I would imagine it has to be mutual. There's a sign partway through that says, okay, you take the lead, where do you want me to scratch? Maybe. We're not entirely sure, but it was fun to experiment. Yeah, I can't zoom out any further. It's hard to get these guys if they don't just go to the other side of the arena. Sheesh. 18,000 square feet, and they're standing in 10 of them. Well, I think I'm going to go over to Duke. Just all of them hang out in the corner, you know, why not? Except for her, she's still, she does better when there's just one of these in here. All three is too much or something, maybe. Not quite part of the herd yet. Very busy day. Worked with both Kaylee and Duke. Duke's getting more work outside of the arena now. And, except for now, obviously he's just eating weeds. What are you doing? Hard to tell. Hard to see on the screen. It's very bright out here. So, eating prickles. That's good. It's got a bunch of blackberries over there. Horses will eat those. Supposedly blackberries in small amounts are really good for them as well. So there you go. Anyway, so worked with Duke. Uh-oh, he's backing up into Lena. So Lena goes to the other side. Good job, Lena. Working with him outside of the arena much more. So we went in the back on the trails. Into the back area, way back there, where we can work a little bit in a bit of mud. We can practice not eating while walking. I mean, all kinds of manners that we expect of the horses to just kind of come along with us without stopping every 10 seconds to chow down on something. So lots of other things to work on other than just physical stuff. Lots of mental things to work on. So we did that, and then Kaylee's getting an understanding of tarps and whips and sticks and noises and all kinds of things. She did really, really well. So there you go. That's a little bit of an update on horse training and stuff going on around here. And then these guys are just doing their thing. Oh, they're off. They're moving. Duke's just following along. You know, I bet he'd be in there like a dirty shirt if it wasn't for Luke. Let's see what he does here. Not much. I think Alina's going to grab herself a quick drink of water. Duke says, "You are a tall glass of water, lady." He's a really cool horse, so he's catching on to lots of good stuff. Being just a baby, though, I mean, he's still got his baby tendencies. Sometimes a shorter attention span. Things like that. Nothing bad. Totally normal. Look at him. Must eat weeds. I mean, they're tiny. There's barely anything there. Lena's back. See, she's smart, standing around in the shade. It is a hot, hot day today. Not a lot of wind at the moment. I mean, here and there the wind picks up. Mostly it's dead. So, I like that slide that horses kind of do underneath the chin of another horse. See, Duke's trying. He'd like to get in there. His feet are probably covered in clay. Maybe he's cleaned them off by now in the arena. But he was doing a little slipping and sliding here and there as well, which is good for horses. Don't run them, just walk them through stuff like that. Oh, there. Luke told him to take a hike. So he's quick to move, and Luke's quick to kind of lay off. He says, "Well, I got what I wanted." Oh, Is he gonna go make a friend? He's thinking about it. I think. Geez, here comes Luke, eh? He's gotta come in and be a pest. And enter Lena. Now they're finally moving around a little bit of action. It's good to see horses herd up. Oh, Lena's sending out. Oh, but she won't leave. Be nice if they could be friends. You know, all stick together. Everybody's in the shade now. They've all wised up. Hey, it's cooler in the shade. It's peaceful. I mean, sometimes when I get quiet, I'm really just enjoying the view. The swish of the tails, the movement of the ears, the just nibbling on things here and there, standing around looking at each other. Watching Kaylee trying to move in to be a friend. She says, hey, can I come in? Lena comes in, comes on the outside. So yeah, that's interesting stuff. The boys are boring. Let's watch the girls. It's just statues, other than the tails and ears. I'd be thinking, what's Lena looking at? Nothing. Over here is simply, you know, there's Piggy and, you can't really see him, but Piggy and Romeo over there just eating away on what they've got left of hay. And so, she's not looking at anything. So we're currently at, I think, 3 boys. Wait, no. 1, 2, yeah, 3 boys. And 5 girls. Look at that. Back to grooming. Weed eating and lazing around, taking it easy. So, wind is picking up. You guys might be able to hear it in the microphone, but I hope not. It's a nice sound. I don't know. Oh, everybody's moving. Other than my neighbor's weed whacking, it's really nice here. Just moving in. It won't be long. This is her first time with everybody. She looks like she's making pretty good headway and make it in and be friends and hang out. Duke's just gotta eat everything he sees. Sniff, sniff, checking out Luke. Can we be friends again without those other 2? But they've got to go through this process, this hierarchical sort of figuring out of things. And Luke's such a veteran, and he's just like, walk through the noodles of death, no problem. Which is good, actually, because Kaylee's been through it under a little bit of duress. She didn't look like she really wanted to. But Luke just kind of wanders through it, so she can sort of see that Well, Lena lost again. Oh, Luke's gonna teach Duke a lesson if he's not careful. Get him, Lena. He's just got a tiny little... Nope. Says I'm standing here. As everybody just shuffles their way along in the arena. Fascinating stuff. Anyways, I think I'll leave it at that. It's kind of how it's been going. There's some updates on training and how things are coming along. Really great. Really happy with everybody here. So we'll see how this evolves over the next little bit. Luke's eating a tree. Alright, I gotta get on with things, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed a little bit of horsey behavior time. Just watching them socialize. Socializing is very, very healthy. It can help a lot. She's leaving. You know, there goes Lena. She's moving ahead. She chat away. If I took the boys out, how would they do? See, these are things that I want to know. Next time I'll just put the girls together. Make sure they can become friends. Well, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, you guys, we'll see you again tomorrow.